I were yours, you told me not to leave it all behind. I guess that's what I've done. And now I don't feel the way that I should feel inside. It's time to let it go. We started out strong, into the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong, into the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. You gave me something. Although it hurts, I know that you're the reason I feel down. It's time to let it go. 'Cause we don't work, and I'm tired of trying to turn it all around. I'm rising from it all. We started out strong, into the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong, until the end. You gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one.
Hello everybody. It is me again. In Falador. August 13th. Actually, now that I think about it, is that what I put in the title? Let me check. Yeah, okay. Just can't remember 5 seconds ago. Hey, Damon Whitaker, Father, Jared, Shikamaru Nara, maybe? Something like that. what are the chunk goals do I have left, and how close am I to completion? Well, if my spreadsheet is to be believed, which I don't know, we have a flaky relationship, but it says that I should be done with the woodcutting part by like the end of 2023. So, and then from there it's like planting all my seeds and getting the runes from White Knights, which I expect to take like 3 months. So sometime in the first half of 2024, something like that. Hit that like button. Thank you, Jared. Good to see you guys. I meant to go live yesterday, and well, really, since last time I meant to go live many times, but, you know, after work you just come to your computer and, well, you don't want to entertain, you want to be entertained, so I do that a lot more. But a lot has happened since last time. Is my music loud for you guys? It's been a long time since I did this. Feels loud to me. Anyway. So in terms of gains, right now I'm sitting at 86.46 mil, which for those of you keeping track is rank 23 for hardcore woodcutting. So I'm a front pager. That's happened since last time. Since last time, what has happened since last time? Obviously my farming's gone up somewhat. I think I got a crafting level. I think I got a hunter level. Oh, I got a fletching level. But you know, at this point it's not a whole lot about levels, it's more about percent banked, which right now, let me check my spreadsheet. Right now we're sitting at 83% banked if nothing dies, and about 73.1% banked if a normal amount of things die. And currently my experience is 54.68% of the way to 88. So it's kind of where it's at. Hey Ghost, welcome. Has forestry affected the grind in any way? Well, with the help of this kind fellow who seems to follow me everywhere, I can get forestry events because he wears his backpack. And that really only affects like mostly my ending experience. It's going to be a lot higher now. It was going to be about 100 mil or so. Now it's going to be like 120 mil, something like that. So I just get more experience. From the Be on a Stick event, I can get some willow seeds. You can get up to 8 willow seeds if you have a Be on a Stick, but I don't have it, so I think the most I can get is either 3 or 4. I'd have to check my spreadsheet, see if I've gotten 4. Because I'm keeping track of that just for research purposes. Let me see. Willow, 3. I should probably filter this, but I'm too lazy. 3. I feel like I had a 4 at one point. Anyway, but I can get it. It's just kind of rare, so it doesn't like totally impact me too much. Like since forestry started back at like the end of June, I've gotten like 20 willow seeds, which I mean, hey, that's nothing to shake a stick at, but like, you know, for what it could have been, it's not that much. Hey, Moronic Irony, welcome. One way that forestry still could impact my account, well, the way I was hoping it would impact my account would be that they'd add like a spicy stew light for the campfires. Then they said they were going to make an invisible boost, which are useless to me. And then they said they're going to scrap it entirely, which is even more useless to me. So I do not catch a break on the farming level I need. But one way it still can impact me is there's quite a few things being pulled right now. I'm not sure if the poll's still open. Yeah. Quite a few things in the poll that would require me to get some new like uniques from forestry. And I would consider that they'd be part of the Supreme rule set, personally. So I guess forestry could have some new goals for me, but whatever. What's a little bit more woodcutting? I remember Rendy giving you a shout out like 2 years ago as Falador chunk only, and since then you haven't gotten me any new chunks. It's true. He did give me like a little shout out. I think he mentioned me on Twitter, which I found out like a month after because I don't use Twitter very much. And then he also mentioned me in a video. He happened to be passing by me, which is fun. But yep, still here. But right now I'm riding the high of being like, the percent is getting actually pretty close to 100, so it feels real good, you know? Do you have other accounts you play alongside with this one? Well, I play this guy. I also have a Supreme OneChunk PvP world only starting in Lumberage that I play sometimes, but not a whole lot anymore since I have to constantly be using my alt here. So I'm hoping someday I can make at least one video on that because I think it's kind of a cool concept. But yeah. But other than that, no, not really. I pretty much just play on this one because, you know, on mobile you can really only be logged in on one account at the same time. So, and I do a lot of playing on mobile. Hey, Baska. I see you changed your profile picture. Or would that be considered profile? Your avatar? Whatever it is. I see the picture's changed. But how many beavers? Let's see. We're sitting at 6 beavers. And 86 million experience, which I bet is probably pretty close to rate now. But I did also get one on my alt, so I guess that's 7 really. He's gotten from level 84 to level 95 woodcutting with his bronze axe, just helping me out. Just kind of fun. Farming XP? We're really close to level 82 at about 2.4 mil, so not bad. Oh, like in terms of getting there, I'm like over halfway there, so it's pretty cool. That's, yeah, I know, that's what I did the first time Personius K when I was I cloned the app and they flagged it as like macroing or something, and so that's why I got that ban at some point, because I had cloned it and did that. But but now what I do is I leave my desktop on with Chrome Remote Desktop enabled, and then I play in split screen using Chrome Remote Desktop and the client, so that way I'm using 2 real clients, just one of them I'm remoting into, you know. So that's how I've felt a little bit safer about it. Any good forestry rewards? Well, right now I can't really get any forestry rewards. The only thing I can really get is this anima-infused bark, which currently has no use for me, but someday I'll need. And leaves, which they say they currently don't have plans to make any more uses, so the only use is forester's rations, which not very useful. So 1000 IQ remote desktop move. I mean, it's smart until you have horrible internet and it or the power goes out at home, then like, well, I guess no forestry today. Although I will say, I did fairly recently switch to a hardwired connection, and so my internet has been much more stable. I've had like no disconnections. It's been great. Hey, buddy. I should go give him a wave. It's only polite. Hi. Oh wait, alright. Oh, restart your account. That's Grindier OSRS, I think is his YouTube handle. But he's a Supreme starting in that other chunk. So what's 87 magic for and 88 farming? Yeah, they sound like kind of random levels, but so 87 magic, I can get a +3 boost with the Wizard Mind Bomb, and then 90 magic sounds a bit more meaningful. At 90 magic, I can cast the highest level thing I can with Soul Runes, which is Teleother Camelot. And I can get Soul Runes, or I have Soul Runes from Essence and Blinks. So that's the magic requirement. And then 88 farming also is random, but I can get a +3 with a Garden Pie from Young Implings and Gourmet Implings well, let's look at it. To get the highest level, or three times magic roots, which is a elite Falador diary task. So that's why I've been here for 2 years. Hey Thomas, welcome. What XP do I get per hour? Well, right now it says like 32.8k. If you're talking about woodcutting, it went up from like 25k to like 32, 33k, something like that, after forestry. So, which, by the way, this still irks me that they like. If you set a timer for a tree, it assumes like everyone has the exact same axe, and so it just screws over people that have worse axes. Anyway, whatever. I digress. Do you have an endgame goal for this account? Kind of, just get as far as you can. I mean, there's not, with an account like this, the goal is to not reach endgame for a very long time. So kind of the journey is more of the goal, I mean, my goal is not to get like full bandos or something, or complete a collection log or something. It's just take it one chunk at a time. Camelot's the next chunk since you'll be teleporting there and unlocking it. Well, no, it's Teleother Camelot, so I'll be sending someone else there. So if someone else wants to start a Cami OneChunk, I can assist. Actually, no, I can't, because Ironman can't get that. But I will be taking applications for people to send to Camelot for my for my magic requirement. Yeah, that's right, Luke. So. Send me. Beat me up, Scotty. I mean, I have a lot of soul runes. I could send a lot of people to Cami. The only problem... Ooh, hey, this is what we want. Alright, let's see. It's always the last one, I swear. Also, if anyone, for some reason, wants to either practice dropping oak logs and doing like 28-way switches, or wants to help, or I use this one because it's close to the bank, so people can bank their logs if they want to. But I'm on world 354 if anyone is interested. Let's see what we get. This one also takes forever, I will say. Got 8 teak seeds and 8 willow seeds. Yeah, the willow seeds is what I'm really after. Although I do have quite a few teak seeds too, but I am glad I'm starting to get, like, I have a way to get some herb seeds too, which is nice. Rank the other chunk superior man, send him to Cammy. If only. It feels like instead of making this like time-based, they could just make it like iteration-based, you know? Like forever how many people are chopping, you have to transfer that, like that, some scaled amount of pollen. Whatever. Hello, Gilded Chunks Only, welcome. Or are you that one guy that I talked to that one time? I forget. I'm a very forgetful person, but something about Guild Chunks Only sounds very familiar. Well, welcome, welcome. Okay. Sometimes it takes a while for the RuneLite plugin to figure out what's going on. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't remember what your account name was, but I do remember talking to you. Are you gonna do mole if you get that chunk? Well, like mole is in this chunk in that I can just dig inside these molehills. Only problem is you can only dig inside them if you actually have a light source in your inventory, which I do not have a way to get one. So it is what it is. But once I get a light source, mole's on the table. 4 eared seeds, 6 strange fruits. I don't know if I've ever gotten 6. That warrants a bank. Alright, let me write that in my spreadsheet. So I got eared, 4 and 6. And then the other guy, poison ivy. 8 and 8. Okay. Well, I guess I could show you what the bank looks like right now. I'm not supposed to show this. I've boo-booed in the past. How do I do this? There we go. I mean, I definitely haven't boo-booed in the past. What do you mean? Okay. What has changed? Not a whole lot here. Or there. Maybe a little bit of this from randoms. But this is what the main seeds are looking like, and like god eggs. Which isn't too bad. I will say I had my first magic tree die last night, and I've been sort of shook all today. Considering, let me check my spreadsheet. Ooh, there's an essence sibling I have to go grab, so take a look if you want. There's all this stuff. I got this from a clue scroll. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta go get this essence sibling. What was I looking at? I was looking at my spreadsheet for a reason. I just said it. Jeez. Oh. We're gonna play that game today, huh, Buzz? Over here. Oh. Maybe. Oh. Okay. There we go. Alright, that's actually like one of the best experience per essence sibling I can get, so awesome. What was I checking over here? Oh, I was checking how many total magics I've had in this account. Alright, so 17 plus 1 is 18. I've had 23 magic seeds on this account. I've had 17 survive. I have 5 in the bank, and my first one died last night. Oh. It's like, what is it, 13k or something? I thought I was going to be like getting this level tomorrow, but... oh well. Alright, now... also, hey Brandon, good to see you again. What did the forestry update change? I mentioned it a minute ago, but for this account, essentially not very much. It just means I get more woodcutting experience. And like I have to multi-log for the chance at getting willow seeds from that flowering bush random, so. Farming XP to go. Well, I'm like 40 or 56% of the way there, so. Whatever 88 is. Minus this XP. It's that XP to go. It's like 2 mil or something. In the bank plugin, there's a keyboard bank pin. That's true, but the argument against that I've always heard is that if you get a keylogger, then they have your pin. Because it logs your key presses. So I'm just not gonna bother. Like if they can log where you press on the screen, it still doesn't matter because the numbers are random. Like where they're positioned, so I don't know. Keyloggers take screenshots of your key presses as well. Huh. I didn't know that. Then I guess you're screwed either way, huh? Hey, Crook made so much progress on farming since last time we saw. Good job, man. Thanks. Yeah, we're getting there. It's slow, but it's getting there. But I'm really looking forward to rolling a chunk next year sometime. So, and time's just flying, honestly. I mean, oh, I guess another update since last time is we're now expecting a third child around Christmas. So my life will get even more crazy, but hopefully I'll still be able to somewhat keep this grind going. At least, you know, on the side at work, maybe not as much at home at that time, but just wild. Like that's around when I'm supposed to be done woodcutting too, so it'll be like it'll be a good perspective seeing like my wife's belly grow and being like, that means I'm closer to getting out of my chunk. Anyway. Limp crying because in 99 construction, well, you have to use law runes. Yeah, I mean, it's two different entire takes on the construction grind. They're not really even that comparable. But, I mean, he's had a very favorable series of rolls, so I'll just leave it at that without sounding like too much of a crybaby. Good tunes for straw hopping. Oh, there he is, Grind Hero SRS, if anyone wants to follow him. He like started recording a bit late, so it's like a lot of recap at the beginning, but hopefully he'll start getting some progress vids going. He has to get Rocky, Beaver, 99 smithing, or 98 at least, you know, so it's a hefty chunk by itself over there too, so worth a watch. What do you put random event lamps into when you get them? Well, I used to be putting them into agility. And then someone mentioned, why don't you just put them into farming? And I couldn't really refute that because, like, the amount that it adds up to will be quite substantial by the amount of time I have to chop. So I've been doing that for the last couple months, and it's been great. You know, like every dunce is like 1400 XP or something. It's awesome. Get your kids to grind for you to earn their pocket money. I think today, actually, my son just turned 4, and he has his own RuneScape account that he plays on my phone sometimes. And today he like did like his first like pretty solid grind session for like an hour. He was killing chickens and cooking them and banking them. And I mean, the kid's a grinder. He didn't want to do anything else, so maybe we can actually finish this game someday if it stays in the family. We'll see. Although the last time he didn't have like a full grind session last time, but it was like we were gonna upgrade him to use a steel weapon, and he saw that there was a mithril weapon, and I told him we don't have the money and we can't use it, and that was just the end of the play session because he had to cry about that. So anyway, congrats on the 3rd baby. What's the drop rate on one of those? I don't know. Rarer than a beaver because I've had 6 of those, so I don't know. I gotta start him early. I know. Maxed account at age of 5. I don't know how he would max in 1 year, considering he has to start preschool and they probably don't let him play on his phone. Well, to be clear, he doesn't have a phone. It's my phone, but whatever. Hey, Snow. Nice tree. Thank you. It is one of my 3 favorite trees. This one used to be my favorite, and then this one at the beginning of forestry, and now this one's just the closest to the bank, so people can bank and stuff, but... And I get to, like, kind of babysit my tree and, you know, see that it's diseased sooner and get sad for longer, you know. 3 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, I know it's not a great time, but sorry. Glad to have got the stream. Thanks for answering questions. Congrats and good luck. Thanks, Alex. It's awfully nice. And if you ever want to, you can check out the VODs of the channel page. It's in a featured, unlisted playlist. So, but they're not like advertised in sub boxes, but you can find them if you care. So, the option's there. Dropping out of school, ready to focus on OSRS. Preschool is just a distraction anyway. Kindergarten, well, that could be another year in the chunk, you know? Yep, 86 mil woodcutting experience. Rank 23 on the hardcore woodcutting. And to be fair, I probably should be ranked 22, but the guy above me, he's been dead on the high scores for a very long time, but he keeps on getting woodcutting experience. So, I mean, not to be like a salty like loser, but like, it doesn't seem right, right? I actually tweeted Ash about it and said like, what's going on here? And he said, well, I guess his account probably didn't get the signal that it's supposed to stop tracking. Oh, okay. Thanks for your time. I guess that makes sense, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, I think there should be a separate without dead people too. It would be an interesting perspective to see like what you're actually out of current players, but it might feel kind of bad as a dead hardcore. It's just like, oh, I was number 1 and now I'm nothing. I'm also getting closer and closer to 10 mil arrow shafts, which I'm looking forward to. The green stack. Yeah, no, I'm nothing. Well. 16 out of 16 for magic trees? Oh, yeah, that's probably... Are you looking at the spreadsheet? I just had my first magic tree die last night, so... It's alright. I'm okay. I've made it this far into the day. I will say it is nice in a way that like I'm not going from like no seeds and then you get a seed and plant it right away to like now I'm like, you know, I have loads of seeds and I just use them as I want to. Because if it was like, it would be so much more demotivating if I just spent like a week or like a month getting a magic seed and then it just dies. That would be like devastating. But like right now it's like, oh, that sucks. But like, you know, it's only a bit of experience. I have more in the bank. So it's not like the end of the world, but it would feel like the end of the world if I had spent a long time getting that one specifically. And like each seed had a little bit more of a story to it. Right now they're all just nameless, faceless seeds.
This feels a little too perfect how we are now. You think I throw a little caution, but I don't want this to change. Been waiting too long for a moment like this.
Hey, Dispersed! How's it going? It's going just fine. Just fine. Other than the dead magic tree, but... I mean, I kept 100% survival rate with just normal super compost for a long time, so... Oh, I saw you. I saw you. I hope someday these fire talismans and earth talismans are like useful for me. Let me check the plugin here. How much do I have in the bank? Talisman. I have 1,386 earth tallies, 397 fire. It's not that good, but I almost have 4,000 bodies. Body talismans. That's from the guards. Preferred next chunk. Okay. Let me see if I can do this in a way I can still chop. Okay, so there are obviously four adjacent chunks. And just kind of a high-level description of each of them. We'll start with this one. This one, you know, you get this. You have to get level 5 agility, which I already have lamped. Which isn't too bad, but after that you have to get the mining pet, which I have to do with the mithril pickaxe, which isn't too bad. It would be pretty chill. That one just sounds like a nice chill grind, but you know, it puts you closer to Taverley, which is kind of a crazy chunk. Taverley dungeon. And then let's go to the south chunk. The south chunk, the main thing here is the rune crafting altar, which in theory means I'd have to get the rune crafting pet. The only problem is my only source of rune essence right now is from essence implings that happen to be flying by, which is not very reliable. And I'm not sure that I could sensibly say that I have a good enough way of getting them to not make it a meme drop to go for like a 1 out of 1.7 mil chance. So that, unfortunately, that's probably backlog straight away. And just kind of becomes a nothing burger chunk, unfortunately. I suppose there is this tunnel, which my only way of getting that would be either this experience or like lamping agility, which if I got that, I don't know, I might just lamp agility while like giving this a fair shake-ish. I don't know. But I don't really want this chunk because I just don't want to backlog it. I'd much rather get another chunk that makes it possible first. And then we'll go opposite it to the north here. We have a couple things. There's Doric's Quest in this anvil. I have all the ores for Doric's Quest, so I'll be able to use that anvil, which means because I can get rune bars from magpies in Puro Puro, which I will now have Puro Puro because of this wheat field. I'll have to get 99 smithing, or well, at least 98, because I have the Dwarven Stout in my chunk. So that would be a big grind. There's also a little bit of a crafting grind in there, a little bit of fletching grind. You know, you've probably seen the Puro Puro grind chunks before. Limport had to do it. Veriful will have to do it soon. Broski's doing it. You know. But that's pretty much all that's in there. But that is still quite a bit to do. Getting 98 smithing without any source of rocks would be pretty rough. So I would rather not get this one next. I definitely want to get one of these next ones before that one, just to make the smithing a bit easier. And obviously, you know, I'd have to get the level for luckies. And how I'd be treating the lucky drop table is on the wiki it just lists it as an equal chance for each tier of reward from all the different Clue Scroll tiers. So I'd probably just get one from each of them to complete that drop table, because if you actually go for like their whole drop table, it is actually the whole Clue Scroll drop table, just much slower than Clue Scrolls, which is already absurd. So that's like kind of a middle ground. And then that brings me to this east chunk, which is where Buzz Strut-Ear is right now, Grindeer OSRS. And in here there is obviously the Dwarven Mine with the mining cape, and an anvil, so also 98 smithing there. There's a large crafting grind, because you can get there's amethyst, so you have to be able to craft highest amethyst stuff. There's also the shooting star, so you have to do all the shooting star stuff, and there's the person for the rewards. So there's the mining golem pet. Also, I'd like to lamp to get 50 agility, so I have to get the squirrel too. That'd be nice. And then, as you can tell with Limport, he has these two chunks, and he also has to do the garden supplier, which I'm kind of debating. Well, I go back and forth on it. Seems like every time I talk about it, about whether that should be a backlog or not. But the main difference between Limport's current goal with his construction grind and mine, which, by the way, that's a 99 construction grind, because I have the cape here, and you don't need a saw to train with bag plants. So I'd, in theory, have to get 99 construction off of bag plants. The only problem is I do not have access to a POH. Like, I can buy one and teleport there, but I'd have to go, you know, there and back with teleports. And my only way of getting teleports, really, is from killing white knights, and I'd have to have a teleport to get there and to get back. And so I'd have to kill loads of white knights for loads of law runes. Which might just make it infeasible. I'm not quite sure. But it would be just a great flex to have that. I don't know. I go back and forth, but yeah, so that kind of sets it apart. But, you know, I'd have to make loads of money for bag plants in the Dwarven Mine, probably with rune. And then, you know, to make money off of it, I'd probably have to alchem or something. Anyway, so all those things considered, I'd probably rather have this west chunk first. Of these four, I want this one last, because I want to get this one before that. Because that one, this one will give me a good way to like camp essence simplings for essence for the runecrafting pet. And before I get this one, I want to get either of these. So, yeah. So either of these would be my first one. And I guess I'd rather get this one probably so that I don't have to do as much lamping of agility. You get a half an experience every time you climb over this, and I could do that to 50. So I don't have to waste all those lamps on agility when I could get it myself. And instead it can go into like harder grinds. So probably this one to make your short question very long. Alright, now how far behind am I on comments here? Probably very. Hope my mental sanity is okay. It's fine. It's fine. If anything, maybe it's just copium, but I don't know. I feel like this is just relaxing and it helps me. You know, get home from work. You know what you're doing. You're just chopping trees and listening to streams. Like, I don't know. I think it has like people just don't understand how that can be enjoyable. But like, I don't know. If you just start doing it and it becomes what you do, it's not really that hard, you know. You just keep it on doing it. Anyway. I did see Limp work out the grind, yes. Hey Daryl, welcome. It's been a while. What's in my inventory? That is anima infused bark. It's like the currency of what's it called? Forestry. Which currently I have no use for, but someday when I get to either Camelot or Draenor, or sorry, Sears Village or Draenor, I'll have to have a lot of it. But I mean, at that point, I can get my own Forester's kit, and it'll be super easy to get stuff. But anyway. I do have a beaver pet. I always go here for the beaver pet for some reason. I have 6 beaver pets. Which that luck has turned around fairly recently, because up at like 72 mil XP, I finally got my 3rd one. And now at 86, I have 6, so great. Loads equals 2.5 million white knights. Yeah. You know, just a couple. A little bit more of a meme, but what's 7 years of my life? I mean, if my kid's already getting the grind mindset, you know. Time is transient and not real. Although I will say, the more like the longer it goes, the percentage of RuneScape's lifespan that you're doing like something that's not super exciting would be greater, because like RuneScape probably won't. I don't know. Maybe I'm a Debbie Downer, but I think Jagex will find a way to kill it, but before too long. Working on maxing your UIM, mining guild's fun. I mean, it's chill. Which, I mean, this account mostly has been chill for the most part, so. You think I'll get farming pet before you? And you're at 23 mil? Well, I was trying to tell someone about this, but like the amount of millions of experience that people get farming pets at, like if you're to do it with oaks, which is about like if you keep on top of oaks, like it's about the same rate as magic's ish. But you mean, you know, you have to do a farming run every 2 hours 40 minutes, so you know, it's a bit more work, but it's cheaper, but you end with a lot lower experience. So the amount of experience that you end with kind of scales with how much money you're spending, basically. But yeah, I do understand that it's a rare pet. I'm not arguing that. OSRS is the longest running version of RuneScape. It's actually kind of crazy. RS3's microtransactions almost make up 55% of the revenue. Jeez. I mean, I guess there's clearly a reason why they went that direction. I feel like RuneScape grinds are Pavlov type of training. Yeah, kinda. Oh, I suppose another thing that happened is I hit 118 woodcutting, if anyone's keeping track of that. Not me. I have to wait for people to tell me congrats, and they're like, oh, okay, thanks. 01 to 04 was classic. 03 to 13 was RS2. 13 to present is RS3. $120 woodcutting soon? I mean, I'm getting closer. I don't really know what level I'm going to end at. Maybe it is 120. I don't remember. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you. Oh, and it has been about half a year since my last video, so it's about time, don't you think? So I'm planning on making a video when I reach 75% banked, assuming that like a normal amount dies, so like kind of more like what an actual percent banked would be. Right now I'm at 73. So hopefully by the end of August, I'll have one out, but we'll just see. And that percent is interesting to follow because it, every time a tree survives, that percent goes up because my experience went up by more than it expected. So like I can get that percent up without chopping. But anytime it dies, it goes down, obviously. But that's the same for the other banked percent too, so. Anyway. Mostly do fruit trees, hardwood. Hardwood's a lot of experience. Mushroom, cactus, belladonna, seaweed. Aren't those like the main ones for farming pet? I think most of those are farming pet ones. Or at least the seaweed. Hardwood. Anyway. How's the farming level going? It's sitting right there. Very close to 82. Jagex had secretaries a day when I roll my next chunk. I would not be too surprised. I guess it has been a while since I've done like an actual check, but it hasn't been in any of the other changes, so I'll just check for all of us. No. Forget it. No regular trees, allotments, or herbs. Just you watched episode 1 yesterday? Gotta get content from me somehow, I see. When's the next video? Funny you mentioned that. I just said it like a couple minutes ago. But hopefully by the end of August, I'm sure I have enough clips. It's just like, you know, I want it to be packed enough so that the next episode, this episode, and then the following one is all the wood cutting I will need. So that way it like, as a whole series is much more watchable. What stage is that maple at? If I had to guess, out of 9, 5? Let's see. 6? 5 or 6? 7. Alright, I don't know. I didn't know that. Which, fun fact, talking about stages of trees, did you know that the first stage of a yew tree never lasts longer than 5 minutes? Whereas normal growth cycles for trees is 40 minutes. Now you know. Added that to the wiki. Also, I got Mod Ash to look into it, and he said, well, it's probably not a bug because we have always supported different growth stages taking different amounts of time for different trees. I'm like, really? Why? I don't know. Like, for what purpose did the dev team take a look at that first yew growth cycle and say, yeah, it probably should be about 5 minutes. Don't have secateurs? That is correct. So we just have to watch them die and wipe our tears with oak leaves. Which, interestingly enough, oak leaves are the ones that I have by far the fewest of. Leaves. I have 197 oak leaves. And I have 1,141 magic leaves. Almost 10 times as much. That isn't true. 5 or 6 times as much. Yep, I've only killed one magic tree. I've only ever planted them when I have super compost from Earth Impling Stone, which has like an 85% survival rate, something like that. So it's really not that bad, just it hurts when you get to the one that actually dies, you know? Maple gag. Yeah, it's honestly pretty good. And I've recently started, at nighttime, I've been planting yew trees instead of maple trees at nighttime. And my luck with those has been phenomenal. Like, usually, compost for different trees usually averages out to about like a 65% survival rate. But out of like 15 or so, I've had like 2 die. It's like wild. So that's helped my percentages quite a bit, I believe. But you know, there's always like well, those percentages exist for a reason, and I'm sure I'll figure that out later when every single tree is dying. And I got like 50 people to help them move a dark. Oh, I saw that thumbnail. I didn't click on it, but I saw it. That's interesting. Move a farmer to Lemby. Heal for secateurs? Maybe. I mean, it might be possible. I wouldn't use them until they were in a vid and people said, please, just use them. You know? Because some people would be super upset with that. Not that, like, what other people think about my series is what drives me, but I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'd rather not have secateurs because, well, I say that now as my tree is currently alive, but you know, just like for the wholefulness of this grind, I can say I did all of that without secateurs. Be like that old grandpa. It's like, it was harder back in my day. D-Spear? I mean, if he showed up, I would kill him. Just saying. What's the drop rate? It would probably take quite a few of those. Let me see. Was he farmer? Maybe? Yeah, 1 out of 128. Alright, let's send it 128 times. Push them all the way from... I guess, is this the closest place? Probably. I can't imagine one's closer. Yeah. Hey Travis, next summer they had Daddy Secateurs, just south of the patch. Wouldn't that be something? Or like, specifically you talk to this lady and like, there's another menu and it's just like, all secateurs. Every single option is secateurs. Secateurs sounds like a pipe dream. I know. I'm not convinced they actually exist. I did get my hope up a little bit when they like, there's forestry and there's like secateur blade. But of course it's not as good as it sounds. Those are the closest ones, yeah. Where even are there other ones? Current? Farmer. Well, that reminds me, I need to watch the last episode of The Farmers. Yeah. North of Ardone. Fossil Field south of Champions Guild. Northwest Lumpy. Northeast Lumpy. North of Lumbridge East Farm. South of Watson's house. So I was right there on Corinne, but also north of Ardone. I guess that makes sense. South of Champions Guild. I guess that'd be the other shot. It says south. It's not meaning this one. It's talking about this one, right? Field south. Or this one? Huh. Oh. Hey, buddy. Welcome, Grimwiggle. The oak is hopping tonight. Alright, what's he dropping, boys? Oh, also, my alt's luck has been crazy with seeds. It only hurts a little bit. What's left in the chunk? Just farming? Not quite. There's the farming and the magic, but I expect magic. Oh. 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 Ah, jeez. Did you guys know that compost is like the only thing that impacts survival rate of trees? Now you know. Your actual farming level doesn't really do anything, so. Show your chunk for us real quick. Show my chunk like this? Or like give a tour. Because it's about as exciting as it looks right here. What else is there to say about it? The bottom right? North, east, south, west. But you said right, not not a cardinal direction. Sorry, I'm kind of slow. See how far I gotta bring it. Oh. The bottom right. Oh, it's like right here. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's like right at this tree. Is magic mindreds from the White Knights? Oh jeez, this is gonna be wild. It is, well, the requirement comes from, needing to cast Tell the Other Camelot. Okay. Because I have soul runes. There it is, GRG. Because I got soul runes from Essence Siblings, and the highest tier thing I can cast with that is Tell the Other Camelot. And White Knights just drop loads of runes that are super nice for super duper nice for that goal. The body runes actually give me so much XP. Oop. I feel like most of the case, it's not actually worth it, like for time-wise, to go for the full 60. Which they're trying to improve on that, but I don't really think it hit the mark. Do I have access to a pickaxe? I do. I got a mithril pickaxe from an earth impling. And I also got a black pickaxe, actually, from a beginner. And I'm one that believes that dropping starting items for chunkers is silly, so I also have my bronze one. $250 tiles. Yeah. Yeah, what's up with that? Farmer and Valley Farm. An integrity change, honestly. Well, to be fair, Brennan, White Knights drop very good runes, so... But it's okay. You're free to play, so you can't even get soul runes, or bloods, so you'll be fine. What do I do with maple leaves? Pretty much nothing, honestly. Like, the only thing that you can actually do with them is make compost and make forester's rations. Like, when you keep your starter items, what happens, and like every single series I've watched that does it, is you get to a point where right here you would have a big grind, and it's like, actually, I can't because I don't have this simple thing that everyone should have. And then, like, you unlock another chunk that would unlock another grind, but oh, I don't have the thing. And then you just keep unlocking until, like, you have enough stuff that those grinds will become easy as soon as you get that. And so it actually makes it easier to drop all your things so you can just backlog things. That's my take. Like, if the whole point is front-loading your grinds, like, don't backlog them behind something that you already have. I don't get it. Whatever. The whole idea is, like, you know, you start in a chunk, you only have that chunk to work with. So, like, the concept makes sense, but in practice, I think it's much better to keep your stuff. No magic trading talk. Yeah. Sorry, Thomas. Sorry. Grab secateurs on your way into Valley. Looking good. Oh, nice square shield. I was half tempted when well, I didn't die. What happened? I teleported somewhere. Oh yeah, I failed the Molly random, and it sent me somewhere, so I had to home telly and walk back. I think that was in my last video. I think. Anyway, but I went by Valley Farm, just looked forlorn. Forlorningly? Is that a word? Forlorningly. I don't think that's the right word. Forlorningly. Forlorning. Do I play with sound on? Yeah, I do. I play with it on both my accounts, and I also play with it on at work. I wear headphones, so I can hear when I'm not woodcutting. So I don't have to look at my phone. I can like work, you know. So I do hear a lot of woodcutting. I think it's at the point where I can't actually tell if I'm woodcutting or not anymore because it just always sounds like I'm woodcutting. Keep up the good work. I will do my best. Do my best. But thank you. Tinnitus. I don't know what that is. Tinnitus? I learned too many things from streaming. Tinnitus. Is it ringing or buzzing sound in one or both of the ears that may be constant or come and go, often associated with hearing loss? Yes. That. Has OSRS been a part of any of my dreams? Yeah, I remember I had my first, well, chunk-related OSRS dream somewhat recently ago, but I don't really remember what it was about. I think it was about having secateurs, and I was sadly disappointed when I logged on. I think that was it. Woodcutting is the best sound in the game. So peaceful, so nostalgic. I like it too. Well, somewhat. You know, as much as you can like it. But I would say it probably shouldn't be an area sound. I feel like it should be a sound effect thing. Because you can't hear yourself without opening the the floodgate and hearing everyone else chopping with you at the same time. You know? Anyway. Hey Jack, welcome, welcome. Love the series, love the dedication to aughts, but not giving up on a death chunk. Well, to be fair, I did start in the death chunk, but yes! I will say, other than Verve, I think most of the people that started like chunkers around the same time as me have mostly petered out for the most part. Seems like their life got busy or something. Or burnt or something. You upload your streams? Yeah, I leave the VODs up in an unlisted featured playlist on my channel so that like if you go to my channel you can see them, but like they're not pushed in sub boxes or anything like that. They also if you go to my channel and you go to playlists, it won't be there because it's unlisted. So it's actually on the main channel page, not under playlists. Maybe a little confusing, but it's the only way I could figure out how to make them not show up in sub boxes. So same with mining, yeah. Like area sounds. Yeah, I don't know. Also, sometimes on mobile, when people fire make here, it gets stuck, and you just constantly hear the sizzling until you log out and back in. So, all right, night, Sarah. Night. Hey, Demon Yuri. I am currently, yes, I am streaming right now. I was gonna stream yesterday, but then yesterday was a very bad day with the kids, so I did not feel like it. So here we are today. It was still not a great day, but somewhat better. So it's not that I don't enjoy streaming. You know, every time I stream, I will say, "Oh, I should do that more often." It's just, you know, it's the chill evening versus the having to be like engaged evening, which oftentimes after work and kids, you just want to do nothing. So, hey, Jay Webby, welcome. Yes, we are back. Kizerx, love the video series. It's always a lovely vibe when you upload. Yeah, hopefully. I don't want it to be a not lovely vibe, I suppose. But I'm hoping to upload like towards the end of this month, hopefully, when I reach 75% banked without secateurs. So favorite song is on now. I do love me some Darren Styles. I think it's Darren Styles, right? Let me check. Yeah. Are you going to count the leaves from forestry as chunk tasks? That's a good question. I think one could argue like a forester ration could be a chunk task. Because it just takes leaves and cooked meat or something like that. I don't know if like getting leaves would be a chunk task. It'd be kind of like saying, you know, you have to get weeds. Which, like, you don't really need to get weeds. But I guess you could also say it's a drop table. It's from the drop table of the struggling sapling. You could say that. Surely only if you have Forestry Chunk unlocked, otherwise rely on a main or someone else. Yeah, that's the other part of Forestry, is it's right external, externally dependent on things unless you have one of those chunks unlocked. Has Forestry changed much besides being able to chop with more people? It hasn't really changed that much. I mean, I'm going to end with more woodcutting experience because of the forestry events. I can get willow seeds from it, very rarely, but it is a little bit helping. Yeah, I don't think it helps very much. I was hoping that I could get a +4 farming boost, but then they said they were going to make the boosts invisible, and then they said actually we're scrapping the boost entirely. So, no luck there. We're almost to 82. We'll get 82 this week for sure. On the topic of Chunkman petering out, I should note that Knotman's still going. Fortunately, he needs 9 woodcutting from evergreen trees. Yeah, I mean, I see that he gets on every once in a while. But I can imagine that's somewhat demotivating. Let's see, it's 7 out of 9. This will be 8 out of 9 in 2 minutes. So at 10:46 my time. It will definitely not be dead at that time. Aha. Aha. I think we just wait. He'll come when he comes, you know? And that's another thing. The only thing I can really get from gourmets that is useful is like easy clue scrolls. But I've just been having one sit in the bank because I've been very, very lazy with it. Haven't felt like, you know, playing on an all, doing the events and juggling at the same time. Just can't be bothered right now. I mean, I've gone this far with the steel axe. It's fine. I'll stick with the steel axe. First events could have been so good for Mountain Man. Alas, yeah, that's true. His thing is XP and he needs XP, so but you can't get him on normals or evergreens. You did Monkey Madness 2 for the first time in your life? Congratulations, congratulations. How many times did you fail the sabotage part? I don't think I've ever failed it, but I only did it on one account. Alright. Sharks? Oh. Oh, I did not mean to drop that. We must collect the spice for reasons. One more Castle Wars match for my best in slot shield and boots. Awesome. Congratulations. I've never had to grind out Castle Wars, but I can't imagine it's the funnest thing, so congrats. You're almost 16 mil farming, no pet. Yeah, I hear that a lot. You succeeded without being caught. Congratulations. Up until you had 2 more to place. Ah. Oof. You grinded Castle Wars? I will say, I'm not entirely sure that it's like good for like the game, but selling back at full price It's awfully nice for collection loggers. Not convinced it's good for the game, but it is convenient. The Black Axe stream, yeah, I mean, I can still get it from beginners. Like, I got a black pickaxe from beginners, which is the same chance on the same table. Alright, it's not dead. It will only have one more chance to die. You just went for 1K tickets? Yeah, 5K tickets sounds... Yikes. You only get a couple every game, right? You know, it makes me wonder... I don't know why it makes me wonder, but I'm curious how many strange fruit I have, because I have 614 strange fruit. I don't know what I'm going to use those for, but the flowering bush random gives me... or, not random, forestry event has loaded me up on those. I'm a remote medic, and for 2 weeks at a time, I live out on location. I get paid 12 hours a day just to be on standby. I can do whatever I want in that time. Any suggestions of things to do or grind on RuneScape? I mean, that sounds like a great opportunity to start a RuneScape addiction. It's never too late. Oh, hey. I mean, my life for the last 2 years has been chunk accounts, so I guess that's what I would gravitate towards right away, but I would always say, like if you want to do something impressive, the best time to start is now, because it will take a long time, you know? Which is why I could never make myself play like a normal Iron after it lost hardcore. It's like, if I'm not working towards being the best hardcore, I don't want to be like the 1000th best Iron Man, you know? But if you want to do normal stuff, you can always, you know, combat achievements, collection logging, whatever all the cool people do these days. Blood Torva. I'd say in general, if you haven't started an Iron Man, it's super fun. I saw some chunk guy get black axe, black pick, black plate legs. Oh my goodness. That is incredible. The odds of that getting 3 rolls, which is the max, and all of them hitting the 1 out of 805. Black table. Well, black drop. Anyway. Wild. Hey, are you luring? Because these keep on coming in. I think I just understood what is happening. Oh, man. There's a lot of implings coming in here. Thanks, Thomas. Definitely not. Yeah, definitely. What a coincidence. Iron Man honestly makes the game so fresh. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I could play as a main if I wanted to. Like, when I'm starting my son on it, I made him as a main, like, for, like, the possibility. But we're playing it as an Iron, you know? I started playing OSRS 2 months ago, started as an Iron Man, and I'm loving it. Yeah, I think Iron Man's the best mode. Well, like any of the Iron Man modes. What's it gonna be, chum? Ah! Caught in the act. Ironman's fun until you unlock Brews and you just start doing farm runs every 13.85 minutes. Keep up with your supply. Yeah. Yeah. Well, until you start using Brews, that's the main thing. Unlocking Brews is the nice part because you will have stocked up all your bird's nests. Running out of them is the hard part. But, I mean, that's never really been a problem on any of my accounts because they've always been hardcore and I've been too scared to use my Brews. So I just die and haven't used any Brews. Which that reminds me, I still have a hardcore Ironman, a PvP only hardcore Ironman, named Buzz. And I got level 82 Herblore on him as a skiller in PvP worlds for Brews. And then I just stopped playing him because I didn't like people trying to kill me. Surprise. Well, I should just play on that account. I should take him out of PvP worlds and play on him like a normal hardcore. The problem is that I don't really want to take him out because, like, he's gotten so far without leaving PvP worlds, you know? So it feels like a waste. Anyway. The self-sustainment of supplies honestly makes the game have a more natural pace than having access to the G. Yeah, I would agree. You get things more like when the devs thought you should, kind of. Other than, well, clearly not the chunk Ironman. Those people are crazy, but like normal Ironman. That's one way to save Brews. Yeah, just be a hardcore and never want to use them. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. That is an exception. 99 smithing for rune is... That is an exception. And then as a chunk man, you can make it and you can't even wear it. I don't think they'll ever be able to successfully change that though. Unless it's an unpulled integrity change. Yeah, they definitely have to drop alch value. They'd have to make it, like, worthless. Which then they'd have to, like, rebalance a whole bunch of drop tables because, like, Corrupted Gauntlet, its GP per hour is basically based off of the alch price of rune, you know? And that's, like, how they've decided to go about pretty much all of their drop tables these days is just send money into the game by alchables. 7 dragon plate skirts. Huh. Acorn, we're saved. Straight into the spreadsheet. Let me see. How much percent did that get us? 1 acorn. So we were with secateurs at 83.0186. And now we're at 83.03. So big moves. Seven unnoted plate skirts. I know. Hey, Tyler Bowen, welcome. Love ya. Keep it up. Thank you. I love you too. I'll do my best. Just got PK'd for 5k GP. Well, that's the Wildy. That is the Wildy. Yeah, the thing is though, like, if they do that every time, eventually someone will have forgotten that they're in the wilderness and they have their full cash stack. And it's those people that make it no fun for the rest of us. Rake for 8 years. Honestly, I mean, I've never bought it in my life, but I think it would be kind of amusing to just set up like a raking bot. That, like, logs in every 15 minutes, rakes, logs out. Just see how long it takes him to get a meaningful level. Like, that would add up. That's 12 experience every 15 minutes, which, I mean, that's pretty easy math. 12 XP every 15 minutes. That's 48 XP an hour. You know, respectable. Times 24 hours. That's 1.15. Okay, actually, 1,152 XP a day. Not bad. Which, if you times that by 365, that's 420,000 XP a year, which means it's about 10 years of straight raking to get to level 88. So, now would be the best time to start that. Just saying. Didn't Verve say he'd have to rake for like 7 years if he got the Spirit Tree patch? Like, just to go for the Spirit Tree. What level is it? It's special, right? Or other? 83? He'd have to get 80 off of just raking. Well, at least 80. Maybe more if he doesn't get Pearl first. But if he gets Pearl, does he... let's see. I don't know if it's Pearl or Piro, by the way, but... Where is that? Right here? If he gets Piro, he gets this. So, where is the Spirit Tree patch? This one? Yeah. Oh, okay. What's it gonna be? Acorn. Oh my goodness. It's like another 0.012%. I'll take it. Our kids can watch you leave Falador. But it'll be a two-part effort. I'll have to make my children be interested in the game, and you will have to make your children be interested in me leaving Falador, and my children leaving Falador. So there'll have to be a handoff there. So this is a two-way street, bub. If I recall correctly, only Trails once forgot that he had a few mil with them, went to do a clue scroll and wildy while streaming and died for it. Yeah. Yep. What happens, so I mentioned earlier that I have a PvP world only Supreme OneChunk Lumbridge start. And people all the time, they die and they think the whole castle is safe. So they go to the they like grab their money and stuff, I guess, from the little chest there, and then they run out, and there's this guy that is just camping there, and he kills people all the time, and he tries to lure them out by like trading them and saying you're so poor and stuff, and tries to get them to, to show him his their full cash stack. It's really sad stuff. And so whenever he does it, and I'm on that account and I notice, I make sure to say something about it being a dangerous area. Don't listen to him, he's trying to scam you, but that's what that reminds me of. But people actually do it, and he makes a lot of money. It's sad. Well, it's hard doing this on 2 accounts at the same time. Sometimes the configuration of this, by the way, like, it is impossible to do with just one person. Like, I have to do this on mobile most times. And sometimes I just can't do it. Just have to go to a different tree while this is spawned. But I think I should be able to get this. But the difficulty scales with how many people are here. So if you have a bunch of AFKers, it doesn't work so well. Sorry, this is hard, super intense gameplay. I cannot read the chat. Oh, you're good. You're good. We will adapt, overcome. Oh, I'm at a point where I'm fine to do single player now. Order? MRD. If we can get it. I think you just have to do it like just one time to get like rewards from it. So usually what I do, if it's just me, is I do one round with Buzz over here. So then he gets some. And then the rest I do with Faladaddy. Also, why are these not stackable? Like, if they don't have a reason for them anymore, make them stackable. Anyway. Doubt the spirit patch would be required without a way to get a seed. Yeah, I mean, you can get seeds from birds' nests, so he probably has one. I don't know how that works with his rules, but for mine, if you have a seed, you gotta do it, so like, regardless of how you get it. And for my own personal satisfaction, I'd say if I can get it, I should get it. The one exception to that is I'm not going to get the Addy ore from Eclectics. I'm just not going to get it. Because that would make this chunk much harder. I'd take 271 560H. Oh, it would take. Sorry, I'm fairly illiterate, actually. It'd take. Oh, okay. Okay, not a comma. Okay, it'd take 2,000. Okay, 271,000. 560 hours, or a lot of days, or 80 or 31 years of raking to get level 99 farming, just by raking every 15 minutes. Yep. I recall correctly, Verif already has a Spirit Seed. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Although with Lamping, I would say it's probably quite a bit faster. Lamping is actually pretty good. Thank you. Like, at some point, Lamping would be much faster. Also, if he's able to train farming, he might be able to do that through, like... Well, actually, wouldn't he be able to... No, he'd be able to train with, yeah, he can train it through making, saltpeter, whatever. Sulfuric, right? Whatever, because he can... Wait, is there levels you need to mine? Probably, right? Level 5, probably. Make fertilizer. You need 5%. You'd be able to mine the saltpeter. You dig it with a spade. Isn't there a spade there? So you need to plow the fields. Where are the fields? Are they in that same chunk? No, thank you. The fields. They are in that same chunk. That's the only way to get percent, huh? Oh, that's too bad. Well, he wouldn't even be able to use it, right? Because there's a 35% unlock, right? What account are we talking about? We're talking about Verf. His account name is Chunky Verf, like that. His YouTube channel name is Verf. And he started a OneChunk and Corrund Castle. And he recently escaped. Well, he didn't roll it today, I don't think. Just like brainstorming what he'd have to backlog eventually. Which I don't really think that he'll hit a point where he ever needs it. If that's favor locked, by the time he can get any favor, he'd be able to make the fertilizer for like reproducible XP. So I don't think raking is ever going to be his best method of training. Yeah, he has a good couple chunks now. I don't know what's spoiler and what's not anymore, but let me see how he's been doing. Oh, he's getting closer every day. Every once in a while, these guys run by and they just say BIC Bic. And I don't really know what that means, but they've been doing it for so long. Now I just go along with it. If it's released for more than a week, surely not spoiler. Yeah, that's true. I also watch like most of his streams, so I don't really know what the most recent release is. Your mystery box stack is up to 56. Wow. Surely there's a couple stale baguettes in there, surely. Must be a bot. Some people have said that. You'd be surprised. I don't know what kind of bot sits here with a steel axe chopping this tree and dropping them. Doesn't sound like a very smart bot to me. Like, surely that can't make up the price of a bond, right? Considering there is no profit. What? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're killing the one man in the hut. Yeah. Thankfully, my one man that I killed was upstairs where no one ever saw me. But people did think I was botting quite frequently when I was killing the guards. Looking like an absolute beast. So. Stress. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go. You probably know, but are there any men up? Like, are there any upstairs? I think there's some men. Well, there's some upstairs. I don't know if there's men upstairs. Seize jump. None? There's some guy named Norman. What does he have to say? Let's see. What does Norman have to say? Is it still there? Is what still where? The thing is just outside my house. Has it gone away yet? Or is it still lurking out there, waiting for me to go outside? This guy sounds like he's crazy. I didn't see anything out there. Just a couple of guards. What did it look like? Oh, it was horrible. It was an enormous thing with teeth and eyes and things. Would you care to be more specific? Oh, sorry. I don't know if you can tell by the way I read this, but I read a lot of kids' books. I can't. I only saw it in the dark. You only saw this thing in the dark. Man, Norman has a whole life story about this thing. What is it, though? I don't know. We'll see. I was sleeping peacefully one night when suddenly I woke up and saw it through the window. It was looking at me. I haven't dared go out since then. It's had me trapped in here for days. I packed my bags so I can escape, but the thing's still out there, waiting for me to come out. If I have to stay in here much longer, I'll go mad. Mad! Mad! There's no thing outside. Just come out and get some fresh air before you go funny in the head. You want me to go outside? I think you might have dreamed about the thing. You want me to believe that it's not real? Please, come outside. No, I know what you are. You're in league with the thing. You keep sending people in here to trick me into going outside. They keep stealing from me too. Go away! You can't even steal from this guy, by the way. There's no pickpocket. I'm not trying to trick you. Get thee gone, trickster. Shish. Well, now I'm kind of curious about the thing. I also think Norman has some problems. He's got to sort something out. Anyway. I think it's people on the agility course. That's my guess. What do you guys think? What's the thing? Love to hear a podcast of me reading children's stories. I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to hear people reading children's stories. Norman sounds like a gamer. Yeah. I mean, he's kind of set. He has like a kitchen downstairs. Horror. Do you have secateurs? I do not have secateurs. Not on this account. Unfortunately. So I just have to let things die and deal with it. It's the greatest. The best thing. Hey Mitchie. Do you watch Bluey in your family, Buzz? Well, we watch the free episodes on YouTube repeatedly. And that's about it. Because we're not poor, but we act like we're poor. We tell our children that we're poor. Yeah, I was checking out the spreadsheet. Yeah, I have that in there. Kind of because that's how I started it. I started it there, and so like stuff was kind of based off of it. And then I added in like as if I didn't have secateurs, so it's sort of for that reason. But also like there was at the beginning sort of like some hope that they would add it, because Mod Ash said that would make sense to add. And then here we are, not added, so whatever. That would be a good entry dev task, right? Just add stupid secateurs. Anyway. So I was holding out hope, but I'm starting to depend a lot less on that first one and a lot more on the second one, which is without secateurs. What do I still have to do before the next chunk? 2 things. I have to get triple magic roots, and I have to cast Tell the Other Camelot. Basically. Which is 87 magic, plus 3 from a Wizard Mind's Bomb. And that is 88 farming, plus 3 from a Garden Pie. So, right now we're working on farming, believe it or not, despite getting a lot of woodcutting experience. Because this is our best source of tree seeds from birds' nests. So, yep. That is a good show. I do enjoy that show. Although it does make me feel like I'm not nearly as an exciting dad as I should be. Because that dog dad has way too much energy. No kids, but wife and I are addicted. Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. Watched the whole series while awake a while ago now. I throw it on to fall asleep once in a while, so my mind kind of intakes the info in a jicky way. Gotcha. You're good. Well, yeah, it's getting pretty close, honestly. When the no secateurs reaches 75%, that's when I'm gonna do my next episode, because that's like a good medium spot between this one and like finishing woodcutting for good. So I wanted to do this episode, and then the next episode after this one will be the last woodcutting episode, which will be awesome. Because I know, as a viewer, I would not want to watch too many episodes of super exciting woodcutting. Hey, IO Switch. It's going great. Your son's stuck on Blippi and Cocomelon. Oh, I think we can all just agree that Cocomelon is the worst thing in the world. Right? Surely. Surely. There's no way someone's gonna fight me on that, right? They added all those sound effects and it drives me crazy. Like there's squirt sounds and stuff. Oh man. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse actually gives it a run for its money. We used to watch that, but then eventually we just said we're not going to let that happen again. Blippi. I've heard of Blippi, but I have not seen it. I think I was told to stay away from Blippi. For sure, everybody loves it. I know. Like on the car ride, they ask to watch Cocomelon, and I'm like, what are you watching this for? like what value is this bringing to this car ride right now? Hey, we finally got one. Oh, first 2 tries. Nice. And on this one, this difficulty scales with the number of people that have backpacks also. So maybe I should be doing it on 2 accounts. But usually I just do it on 1 account. And then the other one, just make sure that for every pair he does it once. Because that's all you need to get the max reward. Just do it once. No, that one. And that one. Perfect. Let's see. I hope for your own good that you won't go for the root crafting pet if you unlock the air altar. Well, I think it depends on the order of chunks. If the next chunk is the rune crafting pet, that unfortunately will probably just end up on the backlog pretty fast because I don't have a great way of getting essence. But like if I get Puro, I'll probably give it a shot, at least to see like what kind of time commitment I'm looking at. Like on average. But I do not want to roll that chunk and then instantly backlog it, because that doesn't sound nice. Hey, Pacifist Tam. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. But hey. I don't know if he's in the stream, so I'll give him a bow here. Where's the bow? I usually have the bow ready. Okay, right there. Oh, hey, I found this one. Surely it's not that one out in Narnia, is it? Oh, it's this one. There's always a mountain man, and it's evergreen trees to 99. Yeah, that's a pretty rough one. Puffin Rock? Yeah, Puffin Rock's pretty good. I mean, it's easier to listen to. Maybe it's because it's a different accent. I don't know. We all just figured out that it was this one at the same time. But it doesn't matter. Woo! There we go. Only 2 though. Add them to the spreadsheet, baby. 7 strange fruits though. I've never gotten 7. Never ever. I'm sure I've never gotten 7. And then my alt got 8 toad flags. Gotta write that down. Toad flags. Oh. Well, my alt has never gotten toad flags. Good to know. Willow. 2. 7. Wow. Oh, I have gotten 7 once. I'm just lying out the wazoo, huh? Hey, and it's alive. That was a great, like, 5 minutes. That was a good 5 minutes. If all my 5 minutes could look like that, we'd be done pretty fast. Alright. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. We've been doing use at night with just normal compost. Which means I either have really good mornings or really bad mornings. In theory, I should have 65% good mornings. We'll see. Pet. Nope. Forestry gives tree seeds. It can give tree seeds. And the only tree seeds available are willows. And the most you can get without a forestry kit is either 3 or 4. I'm not sure. You have no idea what forestry does. He vlogged like 12 hours a day for the past 4 weeks. Wow. Well, Puro doesn't give enough essence. Well, that's for his 99 rune crafting grind, which mine is not a 99 rune crafting grind. It is a rune crafting pet grind. But I don't know. I'm also kind of the opinion that he's ready to call things death chunks a little bit sooner than I would, but yeah. There's one roll per essence that's crafted, and it's a very low percent roll. It's like 1 out of 1.7 mil or something. Willows are the best seeds you can get from the forestry event, yeah. A lot of others next to Fally, huh? Yeah, there's the body, the mind, the air. Yeah. Yeah, it's something. Looks at time played. Yeah. Alright. I'm also not sure what the purpose of the roots will be now. You have to catch over 500,000 essence imps to get on rate for the pet, right? I do not know. Well, it's like an average of what? Like 2.3 essence per essence impling. So let's see. We can do this math. We can figure it out. Rune crafting pad. OSRS. Rift Guardian. Where's the rates? Everything else. Basically 1.8 mil. So in theory, you would need this many. Divide that by 2.3. You have to catch about 780k essence simplings, I believe. Something like that. Is Taverley included in the chunk if you roll the west chunk? It is not. It is just barely out of it. Just barely. So that one's basically just the mining pet. And a way to train agility. But I feel like to catch that many essence simplings, like, I don't know how it compares to like 6,200 hours, but if it's comparable to that, I have no reason to call it a death chunk, because I'm currently doing that, you know? Walked past me yesterday was starstruck. Oh, well, there's usually not a whole lot of glamour going on here. How long have I been in Fally? Oh, well, whatever this number is, multiplied out. 267 times 24 plus 2. Oh, it's higher than I thought. 6,410 hours. So that's a while. Over the course of 2 years, essentially 2 years and 11 days. So we can do that math. Let me see. Find the hours per day over 2 years. This will probably be insulting to me. 365 times 2 plus 11. So I've been playing for 741 days. 741. And what was that number? 6,410? Divided by... Oh, divide by... Okay. 6,410 divided by 741. That is 8.65 hours a day. On average. Over 2 years. So quite a bit of time. What are my goals for the chunk? My goals for the chunk? Oh, they're listed right there. Those are the last two things. The magic and the farming for... Maybe I should put in that command what they're for. But there's for the Elite Fally Diary to harvest triple magic roots at level 91, which I can get a +3 boost for from a garden pie from Implinks. And then the magic requirement is I require myself to use the highest level spells for all the runes that I can get. And I can get a soul rune and a law rune, so I can cast Tell the Other Camelot at level 90, but I have a +3 boost from a Wizard Mind Bomb. So I just need 87. So, yeah. But that grind will actually feel like nothing compared to the farming one, honestly. So. Oh, I missed it. Wonder if you can get torsos for stems. Oh, like herbs? From that event, I don't think you can get herbs. You can get seeds. I have never gotten torsos seeds. But, yeah. Do you think you'll finish this chunk by this year? Well, my spreadsheet predicts that I'll finish wood cutting by this year. I'll then have to plant all my remaining seeds and do like the whole magic part. So I expect sometime in the first half of next year. But we're getting there. One day at a time. How long do you expect to take to get the farming task done? I don't know how long it'll take to actually plant everything. It probably depends on if I do a little bit of extra wood cutting, so I don't have to spend so much time planting like oak trees, because they don't give great XP per hour. But they're still considered in my spreadsheet, because, you know, I might still plant them, so. You're not leaving till you get Tangleroot, right? Well, it's in the rule set that skilling pets are required. So I should get it. The thing about Tangleroot, as I think most people correctly identify, is it is a very rare pet, and it's a time-based pet because farming is time-based. And so pretty much what I've said is, for this particular pet, not pets in general, I'm going to give it my best shot on the way to my goal, and if I don't get it, I'll do my best next time I get some farming task, basically. So it's an odd pet, and it does feel bad to have to do something like that right in your first chunk, but just not really going to be very feasible right now. Well, I'll blame you if you don't wait for it. Yeah, I mean, I really wish, like, if I had another patch, or like, if I had a fruit tree patch, which, by the way, here, look at that. That's my proof. This is stage 2 already, and I just planted it, right? Anyway, that's relating to what I was talking about earlier, but whatever. It's only for you trees. Anyway. I mean, if I had, like, I have so many useless fruit tree seeds. If I could plant all of them, I feel like I'd have a much better shot at the Tangleroot pet, but it is what it is. No implinks for ages. Ah. I don't think I'll be able to catch nature implings by the time I can leave, but maybe in my next chunk I'll get to. When I won't care as much. Anyway. Like, if I wanted to, I could switch to doing a lot more implinks and lurings. That would get me more super compost. But, you know, it's like 3k an hour. So, I guess, for the amount of hours, how many hours does that take? It's 3k an hour. And I have to get level 68. Let me see, 68. Is about 600k XP. So I need about 200k XP divided by 3. It's like 67 hours. That's not a very fun 67 hours for what it's worth. Hey, Vergogna Valley. What's left? It is not just farming. We also have to get the magic. Level 87 magic for Teleother Camelot. Because I have soul runes from Essence Siblings, so it is what it is. But that, I think that should only tack on an extra 3 months. That'll be like done while I'm planting anyway, so essentially just the farming, yeah. But I'll be doing something else actively for a while. Can't you water every cycle of tree to make sure no disease? Yeah, that's only other patches. You can't water tree patches. Can your viewers help Dark Lure? Yes, they can. I believe. I thought that water chum Bella, was trying to get some, but not sure. But yeah, I don't have any problem with if people want a Dark Lure or do forestry with me. Either way. Or if you just want to watch, that's fine too. Implinks are on strike. Can't get a fedora for some reason. We have all the other jobs from Crazy Arc. Well, what's the rate? Let's see. Crazy Archaeologist. Where's ours? One out of 128. Well, it is the rarest thing. Whoa, 75 dragon arrows? That sounds like a lot. I don't know if I've ever killed this guy. That's the thing about chunk man life. You don't experience the world very fast. 172. Jeez. So no dragon arrows, huh? I mean, those are 1 out of 128 too, so. Not that it, like, if you're going for a rune crossbow, you'll probably not be super interested in dragon arrows at that point. Hey Corey, do you post your recorded live streams anywhere? We'd love to watch them occasionally. Love the series. Thank you, thank you. I leave the VODs up on my channel page. They're in a featured unlisted playlist. So that way, if you go to playlists on my channel, they're not there. If you go to your sub box, they're not there. But if you go to my channel, like the main page, it'll be in a section there somewhere. So you can find them. I just try to not have it too intrusive because I don't know. I don't like it when I have my sub box filled with hour-long things I'm clearly not gonna have time to watch, you know? Jeez, RDT. Sounds like you're going through it, Demon. Yuri. Demon Yuri. Poor fella. But have you gotten PK'd yet? Want to go for the odium on your Ironman, but Scorpio just isn't fun. Yeah, I can imagine. Also haven't done Scorpio for what it's worth. But it looks like it's just freezing and running around, so. More of a waste of runes than anything. But when you get that odium ward, not a waste of runes then. Died for like 30k. Oh, okay, the stories are connecting in my head now. You mentioned that earlier, okay. Imagine if your next chunk make you go to the wilderness. Just head straight north the entire way. Hey, congrats, Brennan. Collection logs are collection logs. So if we go straight that way, we have a horrible anvil grind, horrible pro grind, horrible rune crafting pet grind, and then we're just playing around in the wilderness. Mickey Forrester King. For a while I was wearing the lederhosen as well, but then I figured I needed this range accuracy from when people start meddling with my ducks and I have to long range snipe them inconspicuously. Ooh. Aha, what do we have here? Thank you. Frog spawn. I don't even know what this does. A food item that heals 3 to 6 hit points. You can feed them to a cat. I did not know that. Did anyone know you can feed frog spawn to a cat? Anyone? Because I did not know that. Who's Buzz? Alright, I gotta get the loot on my other guy here. Alright, he's ripping. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, that reminds me, there was some guy that walked by early, like very early, right when I logged in today. Yeah, Buzz Lightyear. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's you, Thomas, but I thought that was amusing. Buzz Lightyear. Anyway. Alright, I still need to learn more about frog spawn. Sorry, guys. Alright, can we spare some? I mean, I haven't had super great luck, other than that 5 minutes. We can spare a little. Let's see. Thank you. Wait, Geo, a little bit. Give him a little bit. Can't be wasting it. Members can catch frog spawn. It requires level 33 fishing. How many people have ever done that? I feel like no one's ever done that. Oh, you can do that in the ruins of Camdozel, which is new content. Interesting. Does not have a whole lot of uses. The main thing is feeding it to a cat, which is not stackable, so. And it's harder to get. Anyway. Trimming frog spawn. Earth. I can do some motion for an earth. Save some time. We're getting some good implings now. Wrong compost, but good impling. Thank you. Honestly, even even Earth runes from Earths are like pretty good because I can't get those from Essence Simplings or from White Knights. So those actually are good. Hey, Iron Chronics. Welcome, welcome. I try to keep my streams G. Ah, new PC. That sounds exciting. What's wrong with your name? Well, okay, I did tell my wife she should tune into the live stream. And in the off chance that she did, I don't want her to hear me say that. Anyway. I'm not gonna say why, but I do love his name. Well, it rolls off the tongue easy. Oh, hey. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1. R something G. R D G. RDG, boys. Some of these songs I forget I have on my playlist because I don't listen to my playlist at work. I listen to trees getting chopped. Is he gonna get it? I guess not. Normal leaves, huh? The things you used to get from using secateurs on trees. I see, I see. Should we call you Buzz or Daddy? Well, I mean, I don't have any problem with being a dad, so sure. Whatever makes you most comfortable. Lord Daddy Buzz. Well, I mean, when you've been called Daddy all day already, it's like, what's another time? By someone who isn't my son. You got like 4 new pets? Dang. Congrats. 25 steps, no doable steps. Well, that's too bad. I know with a lot of them. Well, okay, you're kind of in the same boat as me. Those anagrams, like I think your step is Brian, the anagram step. And anagrams, I feel like, are super rare, and there's only a couple of them. Or no, there's quite a few of them, so. Anyway, I mean, mine's twice as common as yours because I have 2 of them, but No, it's not very fun. You always wish that you were kind of closer to Reldo or Charlie the Tramp, don't you? Like, they're not weighted evenly. They're weighted by category. So, like, Reldo is his own category. Charlie the Tramp is his own category. And then the other ones are anagram, map, cryptic, clue. There's one more. I forget what the other one is, but yeah. Zaddy. Short for Buzz Daddy. Man, we are getting the forestry events tonight. Well, second half of tonight. Alright, so it's not B, not M, not D. Alright, so this can be some combination of R. Okay, RGR. That should be a fast one, I think. Okay, I'll take that. Also, just so you guys know, if you walk away too far, you don't get any reward at the end. Just so you know. Keep that in mind. Leaves are bugged. You have to add them to pouch 27 at a time if you accidentally bank them. Oh, something in the pack. Gotta go for a bit. Alright, have a great time, Thomas. Buzz Strayer. Oop, what's it gonna be? A kebab. Don't mind if I do. T2H the god. Exactly what you need. Perfect. Glad I can supply. You can't add them to pack. Let me see if I can figure out what you're talking about with my other account. Because I have a lot of oak leaves. Withdraw one. Fill. Can't add them to pack. Oh, you can't note them? Is that what you're saying? Like you can't add noted ones? There's an option to bank all the leaves? Okay, I'm not gonna do what you're talking about, but Let's see. Use forestry kit? What? Oh. When I say use forestry kit. Okay, my bank is full right now, so maybe it's good that didn't happen. You can't note them to put them. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, but good to know. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff with forestry that they just have let sit there. Like, I think in the first place they made it so leaves are not noted because they the hope was to make them into boosts for teas, and you didn't want. Oh, let's give him some. It's a fancy axe. He's doing his thing. Someone told me what that was. I don't recall. Like, okay. So you don't want to have like noted consumables, you know? But if they're getting rid of teas, I don't know what the harm is anymore, you know? Just make them notable. Or make them stackable. Not notable, but stackable. There's a poll like right now on it. I think most of the poll is about like part 2. There's something about like forest or campfires. I see that. So you're hunting beaver? I am no longer hunting the beaver. I am currently hunting tree seeds for farming. I have gotten a couple beavers, 6 of them actually. So, yeah. But the tree seeds take a while. So that's why we're going crazy doing this. So gotta get 88. Well, really gotta get 91. But I have a +3 boost for triple magic roots for the Elite Valley Diary. Do you mind me asking what job you work? No, that's fine. I work as a senior programmer at a company. I do a lot of programming. I manage a couple people now, which I don't particularly enjoy too much, but it's all right. But you know, it's a lot of desk work, so. And woodcutting isn't particularly, doesn't require a lot of APM, You thought about doing another series since this is so AFK? Well, I mean, I do have another account for a PvP locked chunk Supreme chunk account. That has an interesting little wrinkle to it where, like, in order, like, I didn't want to make it a PvP hardcore chunk because then, you know, you just die and then it's over. But so it's an iron, but it has like some forfeit sort of stuff for death. So I think it's kind of a cool concept, but I haven't really had the energy to play on it and my ult and this at the same time, really. So, but I mean, yeah, there's that. But usually, you know, when I'm at home, I usually want to watch streams, catch up on following my football teams and stuff, and all that jazz. Just relax. I say this every time. I'm one of you guys. I just want to sit there and watch someone entertain me. Jagex senior programmer. Oh, there would be second tiers by now. Management sucks to work. I miss being more mobile at work. Yeah, I can feel that. I'm at like a kind of a mid-manager position, which is, I don't know, just kind of an awkward position to be in. Like, you're in charge of people, but someone's in charge of you. And so you're like delegating tasks, but like you don't have full control over them. So it's kind of weird. Wow, we're getting a lot of these struggling saplings today. Alright, no bark. Okay. No rotting leaves. D1. Okay. Oh, okay, it's DMM. Dead man mode. Free advertising. Okay. Do a lot of work. You're always in the middle manage, unless you're the very top or very bottom. That's true. I mean, I was kind of like grabbed from, not like the bottom, but we had a pretty like level hierarchy at work where everyone pretty much had the same status. And then I was kind of plucked up a little bit and said, will you do this? And I'm like, well, I mean, if you're saying you want me to do it and you're going to give me more money, I'll do it. But I'm not going to like it. You know? So I'd much rather just be doing what I always do, programming. But my thing is like, of the people that I had a fairly even hierarchy with, I'm one of the people that like understands our system. Like, I have like the broadest understanding of our system. I probably have touched the most parts of it. So I think that's why I was yoinked, but anyway. There's an essence over here. If I just wait. No. 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 He'll come to me. He'll come. Controversial take. Why not make all armor above rune degrade? And remake smithing in terms of upkeeping the higher armors. Like dragon? I feel like it would be hard to get people on board with that in general. I have a hard time like imagining how that would play out in daily life. Like right now, anytime I do combat, my dragon medium helm would degrade. and then my job is to train smithing by keeping it up, then would you need to like degrade your armor to like train? And then like instead of people splashing, they'd be AFKing at sand crabs getting hit by a bajillion of them at the same time or something. I don't know. Or would it turn into construction where you can remove things and you can like completely degrade them in one click, and then you're... I don't know. I'm not in the mood for this song. Sometimes you just gotta feel it, but this one is... I'm not feeling that one. I actually feel like starting my playlist over again. Man, we are getting loads of them. I feel like it scales with, like, more with how many people have forestry packs rather than how many people are actually just chopping. Probably. Makes me wonder, like, they talk about the mechanics of forestry, and they say that every tree has an event, and the amount of people chopping, like, there's a roll at some point. So it decides when it happens, and then there's a roll to decide if it actually happens. And I bet that that roll is only determined by people with forestry kits. So like if there's one person with a forestry kit, you probably get the same number of events if you have no one with, like if you're by yourself, or if you have 50 people without forestry kits with you. Probably. Buzz is gonna misclick and get Adior. I have not clicked on an eclectic impling one time. I pride myself on that. I mean, part of it is on Runelight I have it like that option hidden, where like I'd have to right click, catch it. But on mobile is where most of my hours are played. I have not yet, so. Hey, Coffee Cake, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm always behind on chat, so you know to expect that by now. But yeah, good to see ya. Been a while. Haven't been in the streamy mood, so long latency today. Yeah, my mind's just kind of all over the place. So, what's new? Work physical labor, so I can just turn my brain off at work. Yeah, it's nice. But it's also not nice, because then, like, you know, you have to be exerting yourself physically and not chilling, sitting down. Anyway. 10 per tree, yeah. Have I been? Pretty good. Yeah, you know, just a lot of progress on these two skills, especially. But yeah, life's been pretty good. We're expecting number 3 around Christmas, so that's exciting. But yeah, life's been pretty good. Kids been little tears recently, but that's what it is. I guess can't ask for a whole lot more of 2 and 3-year-olds. It's probably MMB. Oh, oops. Yeah, I'm just gonna do MM though, because that's B's really far away. Trying for number 2 right now. Aha. That's the fun part, huh? Yeah, time does just fly. It's crazy. Turned 1. My son is 4. He just turned 4. Well, he's turning 4 tomorrow, actually. But we already had his birthday party, so that's like wild. Makes you feel old very suddenly. Like we got his supply list for preschool, and I'm like, what? I feel like I was just getting supply lists. Hey, Brennan. Thanks for the 1999. Buzz gotta go. Please enjoy lunch on me. Love your tenacity and thank you for making a nice little community within a community. Take care, Lord Daddy Buzz. Thanks as always, Brennan. I appreciate your support and your company for sure. So very generous. Thank you. Well, that's the thing, Bonjo. You don't until it suddenly happens. Suddenly you find yourself like living life like your parents did, and it's like, well, all right, I guess I'm one of them. I don't know. One of those guys that's suddenly concerned about how much ice cream his children are having. I don't know. Youngest of 3 boys. I'm a middle child of 4, so I'm the second oldest. The oldest son. You fell getting out of the shower last week? That's a moment. I haven't had that happen yet, but I felt myself start to slip, and I'm like, is this how it ends? Instantly feel like you need life alert. Oh man. Getting out of the shower. Jeez. We have like a walk-in shower, which wouldn't be as bad. I feel like if you have to go over the tub, that's just like game over at that point. Second odium shard? I guess that's good if you're a main, probably, but not as good. I hope I die while wearing clothes. I had never thought about that, but now that you mention it, I would also like to be wearing clothes when people find me dead. So. Those little goals to keep you going. That's why I even wear clothes to the shower. Just in case. Tubs in all 3 bathrooms. Oh man. It'd be a full wipeout. You slipped all wet because of your shower a couple months ago. Haven't been in that much pain in a while. Thought you broke something. Yeah, I can understand why, like you ever seen those like old infomercial, or not old, but like infomercials about old people needing like rails in their tubs or whatever, and like doors that open. I can see how that'd be nice. I could see that. Or like where you just sit and they're like the shower, it's something that you hold and you spray on yourself. I could see that being nice. Had a treadmill fall on me yesterday. Now I feel like that doesn't happen normally. And today one of your lights in your green screen fell. Oh jeez. Been a long week. Yeah, it sounds like a long week. Maybe some physical therapy this week, I don't know. Disassembling it to get it out of your office. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that you were doing something about like a physical fitness RuneScape crossover. Which, I mean, if we're being honest, I think most of us can probably benefit from that. It's going great. Good to hear. I guess that something like that would motivate me to do something physical, probably. I just find it hard to motivate myself to do something that like physically hurts me, you know? Like whenever I start running and like my spit starts to taste like blood or like really iron heavy, it's like I don't know if that's normal, but I don't want to do it anymore. Your 98-year-old neighbor fell last week and finally had to go to nursing home. Oh man, that's too bad. You hate to hear that stuff. Actually, my my grandma-in-law just passed recently, so we're going to a funeral. But I'm glad it wasn't like that sort of thing. You know, it's you know, just getting old, mind's getting slower. You know, that sort of stuff. So, but. 4 miles a day on average. Jeez. That's wild. Alright, good night, Bonjo. Thanks for hanging out and talking. Always nice to have someone keep me company. Going to the gym 2 or 3 times a week. It's pretty good. Down 50 plus. Wow. That is a big number. I mean, I think it would probably be a little unhealthy if I lost 50, but like, I think for me, it would be mostly turning 50 into a good 50, you know? I probably got a bad 50 on me somewhere. My thing is, I don't know if this is just getting old or getting out of shape or what, having too many home cooked meals, but like, I used to not have to hold my tummy in, but now it just like, it pops out, and I'd have to actively work really hard to pop it back in. So I just live with it. I'm just one of those guys with a gut now, I guess. Muscles coming in, fat disappearing. That's doctored ordered. Maybe that'll be my thing if I someday quit RuneScape and I need something to mindlessly do that isn't like destructive, you know. Maybe when old school dies, that'll be my woodcutting. We'll see. Dad bod. Yep. Got a free Guthin's plate as soon as they were born. Fought MMA in college. Jeez. I am American. Yes. It is common. I feel like it's, I mean, if you want to get like really meta, it probably has something to do with our country, right? Probably something to do with our mindset in the country. Probably has something to do with it. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if you can like super generalize like everyone. You know, there's obviously. Well, I will say some cities seem to be particularly worse than others. Like I work in a different city than I live, and like the people just look different from one city to the next. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but I don't know. But I will probably say that my my activity, my hobbies, and my food eating habits are not conducive to not having a bit of extra weight. This guy looks a little confused. But he didn't say anything. How nice. It's most of us on old school RuneScape. Except for Coffee Cake. Man's yoked. It's not extra if I use all of it. There we go. That's the mindset I needed to hear. So, I really just need to use it. Like I have like weights sitting here that my brother got me. But I know it's a mentality thing. I don't ever feel like doing it. I get home from work, spend a long day of mid-management excitement, get home to kids, and I just want to sit here and do nothing. It's the same reason I don't stream very much. Anyway, excuses. You heard them all. 120 pounds to lose. Wow. And you said 50 since January. Like, that's losing a lot of weight. But I guess as long as you're losing it in a healthy way, it's okay. Right? A very unhealthy way. Well, my brother is doing something fairly similar. He's always been like my little brother has been the big brother. Like he's been the bigger guy. And I've always been the bigger, littler brother. But he's gotten into fitness quite a bit. Like not like running fitness, but like lifting, that sort of stuff. And it is fun seeing him be happy about his progress. It makes me very happy for him. So, which like that's one thing that I've always really cared about, because I love my brother so much, and I want to die before him. So I want him to be as healthy as possible. I don't know if that's selfish, but well, I do know that is selfish, but still. Need to lose 15 pounds and I'll be kitty again. He's just 1 year younger. So, like, we've always been comparable. Well, comparable in that, like, there's not a big age difference. Like, you can't use age as an excuse for why we're so different physically, you know? Your older brother's told me the same, but there's 11 years difference between us. Yeah? Well, if he plans on dying like 11 years before you, or how's that work? There's something. The problem is he is much stronger and smarter than me. But I got the look, so I'm the one who gets to procreate and spread this horrible gene pool. Hey, let's give it a shot. All right. I think I think I have like 42 completions. And I've just been sending these at one step because I don't like juggling. It's not a good sign. That is the worst sign, actually. He got a face made for radio? Nah, he's got a nice face. Uri Molotov. Am I crazy, or was it chopping on beat? Well, thankfully, this is not Twitch, and we can go back on YouTube and see. But I suppose off the top of my head, I don't know. I'd believe it though. See, I have 2 accounts, and I'm listening to both of them, though, so I don't know. Right now they're on together, but could be that one of them was. It's kind of like when you're in the car and you're taking a turn and listening to music, and you're like listening to the turn signal, and being like, "Oh, it's right on." It happens every once in a while. You have to cherish that moment until they get out of sync, and then you're like, ah. Which actually, today, well, kind of related, but the, for the second time on this account, I had my PIN, when I entered my PIN for my bank, all of the numbers were in the exact same spot for the second time on this account. Which is like a 1 in, let's see, there's 10 numbers, 4 of them, they have to be in the same spot, 10 to the 4th, I should know that, 10,000, 1 in 10,000, anyway, I just thought it was interesting. Had that happen before a few times over like 4 years. You're right, Brian. You're smarter than me. The first can be anywhere. 1 in 1,000. That's the answer, boys. Shut her down. Brian's got her. Oh, I missed your earlier message, Brian. In your best shape when you're unemployed. Oh, jeez. I guess then you don't have as much to focus on or be tired from. So I guess it checks out. It's never wiped out after work. So I'd actually exercise. Yeah, wild. I could see myself also just going like further down the hole, you know? Like I feel like that you can go either two directions, like positive or negative, basically. Where it's like, well, I don't have to work, so I can just sit here and do nothing. Or you could do, well, I don't have to work, so I need to, you know, keep myself going. Find a way to keep myself busy. On a good way. Off to bed, coffee? Alright. Have a good night, too. It's always nice to catch up. Over some Falador RuneScape. But then now that you mention it, it is midnight and I have to be at work in the AM tomorrow, so I should probably sign off now too. So guys, I appreciate y'all hello? Okay. I appreciate y'all stopping by. It's been a great night of chopping, hanging out, talking, updating y'all with where I'm at. Hopefully I'll do another stream, but we'll just see. If not, you can expect a video sometime towards the end of this month. When I get to 75% banked, whenever that happens. So, yep, as always, from the whole crew here, thank you. Well, I should bring my alt, huh? Alright, come on, bud. Get over here. Alright, yep. Oh, can I join 2 accounts at the same time? Let me see. Where's the wave? Wave. Okay, here we go. Alright, bye! See you next time!